All right. Here we are back today with Tracey Lockwood. Your show, by the way, Tracey, on radio is called From a Medium's Perspective. Is that correct?
It is, and it's a show designed not to do readings for people, but to show what life looks like from a medium's perspective.
Nice. And that is on a weekly?
It's weekly. It's on Revolution Radio at freedomslips.com in Studio A. And I have past episodes on my YouTube channel. If you go to YouTube and put in Medium Tracey Lockwood, that's Tracey with an E-Y, T-R-A-C-E-Y, Lockwood, or you can find them on my website at mediumtraceylockwood.com.
Perfect. So before the break, we were talking, you were talking about all the different kind of descriptions of what you do and sort of you likened it to some of the gifts in the Christian religion that, talking in tongues, etc. But now I think I want to take a little bit of a different turn and talk about some of the experiences that you have had. We called the show Tales from the Other Side. So tell us a tale from the other side.
Absolutely. Well, once people cross that invisible barrier, I think of it as people sort of walking into another room. You can hear them, you can sense them, but most people can't see them on the other side of the room. They do have their very individual experience, and it can vary what happens. One of my students was a teenager, and she committed suicide at early age before she turned 20. And her experience was interesting because I got a phone call the day that she had been found, and she had shot herself. And I could tell what had happened with her, but the second that I heard her name, as it is in the case of someone mentioning the name of someone in spirit, boom, she was with me. And she was pretty sassy. And she had apparently been in a manic state of mind. Her last words had been, "Let's do this." And it was kind of a Romeo-Juliet death pact, but the person that was supposed to join her did not. And but she was kind of exhilarated because she was an extremely talented student of mine. Her psychic ability and telepathic ability was just off the hook. She could probably, like if somebody had a deck of cards and had colors on them, she was like 85% accurate on that, which is a tremendous ability when it comes down to just a physical thing like that. And when she appeared to me, she came to me and she was just sassy as all get out. She was like, "Loser, you're talking about it. I did it. You're thinking about it. I'm here." And I was like, okay, and I'm going to have to restrain myself from saying her name. But she hung around for quite some time. Her energy was very kinetic. And for her, she had kind of just like blasted into a feeling of being in outer space almost. And she was quite hyper for a while. Her energies were very kinetic, and she hung around me. I was fortunate enough to be able to do her funeral for her. And she like rode in the car and chatted to me, and she was, Now,
did you get to share this with her family? I mean,
we did. Actually, her family was very open to it, actually. And we shared some similar stories as she changed while she was on the other side, because that mania eventually subsided.
Yeah.
And she came to a point where she asked herself, "Oh my God, what did I do?" And her frustration came because she couldn't come back into the physical body.
Wow, you could make a movie about this. This is kind of awesome.
It is really awesome.
It was very interesting. And so now she is working with people to enhance their healing energy. That was what she's doing as a facilitator now from the other side. And she ended up creating a lot of connections with her passing. And she had explained, people were asking her, like, not just why, but they were asking, like, why now? Because everything seemed to be falling in place. She had a boyfriend, she got a new apartment, she was doing well in school.